over due to the official end of the COVID-19 pandemic. Although I'm told the COVID is coming back. This year also marked the end of all restrictions and the resumption of sporting activities in Grenada. Our student athletes welcomed this, and all our teams participated with great enthusiasm and fervor. In football, our male and junior teams played unbeaten throughout the preliminaries and made it straight to the finals. The part of the senior male team was not as smooth, but they also made it to the finals. The 2022 secondary school football finals at the National Stadium was an all-MDC affair, with all our teams featuring, although that didn't make headline news. And as I said before, they always tend to minimize our accomplishments, which by itself is a historic moment and a great feat. In the end, our female and male senior teams placed second, while our junior team, playing unbeaten, were crowned the champions, and they received most of the top awards for this tournament. Give our football teams a hand. The performances of our male and female teams on the field of play were outstanding, and I would like to take this opportunity to say congratulations and thank you to the coaches, teachers, parents, and community members who supported them throughout and encouraged them to strive for the top. Special mention must be made of the parents who took time off from their busy schedule to attend the matches, from the preliminaries right up to the finals. Your presence and support made a huge difference between their success and failure. It is my dream that this kind of parental support will transcend into other aspects of school life, making it easier for students to succeed in whatever endeavor they choose. All of us know the importance of parental support, and this is something we always strive for. So parents who are here, I know some of you have kids graduating today, but I also know some of you have kids in the law firms. We implore of you to please support us, please support them in any way that you can, because you know children tend to perform better when they know the parents are behind them. Our senior netball team also participated in competition after a lengthy break, and based on the potential seen, we believe they can dominate in the not too distant future. At MDC, we are not really known for playing basketball, but our male and female teams were able to make it as far as the semifinals, creating upset after upset to the surprise of many. Our inter-house athletic sports meet was held at the Four Recreation Ground on March 3rd, 2023. And after hours of keen rivalry among the houses, Naya House or Greenhouse was finally dethroned by Alexander or Wright House. Also saw the return of our track and field athletes to the Republic Bank Inter-Secondary Schools Athletic Championship, popularly known as Intercol, after a hiatus of at least 5 years. You know, we had a walk to rule, and we also had COVID. But after this long break, both our male and female teams had credible performances, placing 6 and 8 respectively. One of our athletes, Mr. Yazid Ferguson, was chosen to represent Grenada at the Caribbean Games, which was held in the Bahamas. Coincidentally, Yazid Ferguson is the son of Stephanie Ferguson, one of our top athletes who represented Grenada over the years. And I must say that I'm very pleased. I'm very, very pleased. And it's also a sign that I'm getting old, because we have a student population over 468. And more than half of this are our grandchildren. You know what I mean by grandchildren? Alright, persons you taught and the children return. I realize sooner rather than later, I may be starting to teach great grand also. But that's a good sign for us because it shows that the experiences the parents had was a very good one, and they want their offspring to continue with that. And that's a good sign for MDC. In 2023, we had a return of science fair, and as usual, we placed first at the district level in all the categories for secondary schools. We look forward to doing our best at the national level, which will be held in October of this year. So kudos to the team responsible for preparing for science fair. McDonald College is a high-care, high-performance school. And let me tell you what I mean by that. A truly human school where students are treated with love and compassion and motivated to perform at the best. You know, sometimes when I report informally of initiatives by principal and staff to take care of our students, persons will tell me they never heard about these things. But my former principal who is sitting here always used to say, when you give kindness, you don't do it for thanks or you don't do it for no recognition. And as much as possible, the persons who you are helping, you want them to maintain their dignity. So all outstanding things take place here. But the general public, you will never know that because we are doing it out of the goodness of our hearts. Our core values are kindness, respect, commitment, compassion, and spirituality. Values which are practiced and instilled in our students by our loving staff, who goes beyond the call of duty to create a safe learning environment for all students and ensure that the basic needs are met. So if the staff decide to adopt a child or two and give them lunch or buy uniforms for them, this is not something we think we should publicize. This should be between the staff and the child involved. To the 2023 graduating class, congratulations. You have made it. You have fought the good fight and persevered right to the end. Every one of you may have a different story to tell on the pathway you had to follow in order to reach thus far. Notwithstanding your circumstances, we are equally proud of all of you and wish you the best in your future endeavors. And I remember many years ago as a young teacher, Mr. Francis Sukram said to us, the bright students, the students who come from stable home, they really need you. And I remember as a rookie then, we wondered what he was talking about. The bright students, the students who come from stable homes, they will do well without teachers. They could do all other things on their own. The students who need you the most are the underprivileged ones, the troubled ones. And these are the ones who have to work with. So when I look at them today, I have mixed emotions. And we have some persons here, I must give them special mention. I told them that last week and they were wondering why. But we had people like Ramon Ramsey. Yes, Ramon, we have persevered with you. I'm really happy that you are here today. We had people like Rashid Alexander. We had persons like Cody Kato. No, because you see, for one reason or the other, these kids had their issues. And I'm telling you, it was not easy. Don't feel it was all smiles. They were very stubborn. And we had to take tough decisions to straighten them. And I know a lot of occasions they were upset with me. But I believe in tough love. So last week I said to them, I'll give you special mention in graduation. And they want to know why. They think I had something negative to say. But to all of you, I'm very, very happy that you are here today. And my dream for this graduation is to get a special picture with the guys who I mentioned. Once I get these pictures, I'm very happy, guys. So make sure you look for me. As Pope John the 24th said, and I quote, Consult not your fears, but your hopes and dreams. Think not about frustrations, but about your unfulfilled potential. Concern yourself not with what you have tried and failed in, but with what it is still possible for you to do. Graduates, as you leave these walls, always remember where you come from. Your chapters at McDonald College are important ones in your life stories. It has helped to shape you, to shape who you are today and who you want to be tomorrow. However, I am confident that all of you have the tools you need to lead you on a path of success, no matter what your pursuit may be. Go forth and be good ambassadors of your alma mater. Be kind, be good, and allow God to guide you as you journey to greatness. May God bless you all. In closing, I would like to say a special thank you to the following stakeholders whose sustainable support over the years have contributed greatly to the success of this institution. The Presbyterian Church of Grenada, under whose auspices the school is allowed to function and who is responsible for funding the school, and they continue to play a key role in our development. The staff, both teaching and auxiliary, for dedication, passion, creativity, and commitment as we strive to make a difference in the lives of all students. The New York chapter of McDonald College, Ex-Students Association, for your worthwhile, sustainable, and valuable contributions over the years, which has made a profound difference to our school. The Grenada chapter of the MDC Ex-Student Association for your contributions over the years. Sandals Foundation for your timely and valuable donation of equipment to the Food and Nutrition Department valued over $16,000. And we just get this one about 2 weeks ago. Glencoda for the sponsorship of our retreat and motivational sessions for our parents and students alike. Parents of the graduates for bestowing upon us the privilege and honor of playing a part in molding and guiding your beloved children. Mr. Neville Glynn for being our main athletic coach over the last 40 years and more. So, your contribution to our success is outstanding and cannot be matched. All well-wishers and persons associated with MDC who have contributed to our growth over the years. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Arnold, and you have been given an idea as to what McDonald College has been doing. And I have always said that this is best school. You know, I boast my school anywhere I go. This is best school. But I was very happy to hear that Lighthouse is the Alexander City champion. I mean, I was no athlete while at school, you know, but I've always supported my house. You know, let me give you a little joke. In my last year at school, I was asked to participate in one of the relays. Never ran before. And I was in third position and I was doing well until I realized the gas somehow nothing was functioning properly. So I dropped out of the race. And I was told after that if I had remained in the race at third position, Right Source would have won. And that has troubled me over the years. At this moment, we're going to have the presentation of awards. We're going to have the presentation of academic awards. I invite Ms. Chatram to come, and I also invite Mr. Miguel Tuset, the president of the PTA, to come and do us the honors.
Good afternoon to everyone. These are the students who have been awarded the different subject areas. Sorry, good morning. Zoe Alexander, rewards for social studies, food and nutrition and health, science. Ardelia Williams, economics, agricultural science. Kieran Francis, Office Administration and Technical Drawing. Rahul Olive, Food and Nutrition and Health. Sweden Etienne, Electronics.
Yes. Go ahead, sweet. Smile, man.
Ashley McQueen, Principal of Accounts. Kizari Thomas, Human and Social Biology, and Primary Research Management. Omaya Franklin, Family and Research Management.
Good.
Bianca Charles, Fashion, Clothing and Textiles. Chelsea Phillip, Physical Education and Sports.
Chelsea.
Dondre Mitchell, Physical Education and Sports. Thalia Alexander, Visual Arts. Ryan Cheetaman, our salutatorian, English A, Mathematics, Electronics, Economics, Information Technology, Chemistry, Physics, and French. Kiana Daniels, our valedictorian, English A, English B, Mathematics, Biology, Geography, History, Spanish, Economics, Social Studies, Principles of Business, Food and Nutrition and Health.
No, man. I like you. I see from the start.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tussi. Can we put our hands together again for the awardees? Thank you. At this this time we're going to have an award presented to the parents. So we have a parents award, and I invite Mr. Carl Andel, principal of the school, to make the presentation.
Good morning once again. As I said previously, we are a family-oriented school. And, you know, a few years ago, a grandma came to the school for her grandchild. Well, I played man, so I started to tell her, well, I taught your daughter, who is the mother of that child. And then she said to me, I used to attend this school in the 70s and 60s. I used to come up with study your head. So I just keep myself quiet. So that had me thinking, and a few years ago I came up with this, where each graduation we would give a special award, and normally it's a surprise award. So the person who have been calling me here this morning, they have no idea. To families who been with us through thick and thin. So we have grandparents, children, grandchildren, and the list goes on and on. I could count many families who, more than at least 20 persons, various generations have attended this institution. So this morning it is my pleasure to call to this podium Ms. Deborah Laborde. Come please. Right, and it reads, to Ms. Deborah Laborde and family, in recognition of your dedication and unwavering support to McDonald College, we honor your legacy, June 30th, 2023.
Thank you very much, Ms. Sandra. Congratulations, Ms. Laborde. At this time, we're going to have the presentation of special awards, special and extracurricular awards. I invite Ms. Toussaint and Ms. Dalton to come, and I also invite Mrs. John Diarra, chairman of the school board, to come to make the presentation.
Good morning, everyone. Kelshawn Andrew, athletics, football, and cricket.
Hello.
Kimberly McQueen, athletics. Cody McIntosh, athletics, football, and cricket. Ronald Ramsey, athletics. Ryan Chisaman, basketball. Amari Douglas, basketball, tennis, and cricket. Zedon Nogi, basketball and drum corps. Simeon Stafford, basketball, drum corps, 4-H, and cricket. Jamil Franklin, basketball.
Good traffic. Yeah, traffic.
Tarek Joseph, basketball and 4-H. Kizari Thomas, basketball, netball, and girl guides. Angeli Cyrus, basketball, football, and girl guides. DeAndre Richardson, football. DeAndre Mitchell, football. Ajani Alexander, football. Janaya Monroe, football. Chelis Philip, athletics, football, girl guides, and choir. Bianca Charles, netball, debate, choir, and girl guides. Brittany Pascal, netball, 4-H, and cricket. Adonte Cariag, drum corps. Keldon Alexander, drum corps. Shondell St. Louis, drum corps. Kiana Daniel, cadets, girl guides, debates, and choir. Swedon Etienne, 4-H, and cadets. Kadeem Thomas, cadets, and tennis. Zoe Alexander, girl guide. Omaya Franklin, girl guide. Maya McIntosh, girl guide. Zolity Matthew, debate. Chanel Sylvester, debate. Rashid Alexander, cricket.
Yeah, Rashid.
Kareno Thomas, cricket.
Yeah, we know.
Kieran Francis, choir.
I didn't know him play.
Gabriel Augustine, choir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Yeah. At this time, we're going to invite Mr. J. Paul to present an award on behalf of the MDC Alumni Association. And I invite Mrs. Mama Belfort to come.
Clap for it.
Good morning, everybody. McDonald College Alumni Association, the New York chapter, has been established many years ago. Mr. Lazarus Antoine is being the long-standing president of the association. At present, Mr. Clarence Poston is the president, along with other hardworking members such as Mrs. Norma Belfont, Mrs. Joy Fletcher, and many others. A recent recruit is Mr. Leslie Nicholas. This association has supported this school life in every aspect: sports, technical department, graduation, needy students, just to name a few. We are eternally grateful for your significant contribution over the years and God's continued blessings as we forge ahead to greatness. Thank you for your unwavering support. Now, as you help present the award to the students of the top performers of different form levels, so as accordingly you come to the stage. For Form 1, from 2021 to 2022, we have Ms. Lily Lynch. From 2, we have Michael Silva. From 3, Hope Biali. And for Form 4 in 2021-2022, Kiana Daniel, now a graduate. For the following year, 2022-2023, Form 1, JDS Sylvester. 2, Quenisha Suris. From 3, Michael Silver.
You'll do that after.
From 4, Bennett Charles. Okay, so we have the Donald Taylor Award. Miss Alien Charles plus the regular award. Alien Charles. The Donald Taylor Science Award, Kiana Daniel. No.
Thank you very much. We're now going to have another special award, and I invite Ms. Ganes to come please to make the presentation.
And to assist with this presentation, I would like to invite the head of our business department, Ms. Cynthia Alexander, to join me on stage. Here at McDonald College, our business department offers 66 subjects. This year, we are honored to award the student who attempted the most business subject for the 2023 June CSEC exam. Mrs. Debbie Nimrod Vido, a past student of this noble institution and a small business owner, is this year's Business Award sponsor. Ms. Vido is a native of Lamont, St. Patrick's, and she owns and manages a retail store, A&N Superstore, located at the Plaza, downtown Sitez. Ladies and gentlemen, I am elated to present this year's Business Award to Mr. Tyrell McLeish. I'll now invite Mr. James Alexander to join me on stage to present 2 special awards again. At this moment, we'd like to acknowledge our 2023 valedictorian for the class Graduating class, I now invite Ms. Kiana Daniel. And our salutatorian, Mr. Ryan Chitterman. Thank you, Mr. Alexander.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to have a feature address, and that will be delivered by Mrs. Catherine King. I invite Mrs. Charles to come and introduce us. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have at this moment a song, and that will be done by Kairisa Francis. She is the karaoke champion for 2022 and hails from Taylor Songs. Today she will dedicate this song to you parents, and the song is titled Lift Me Up. Can you welcome her?
Lift me up.
And now I invite Ms. Charles to come and introduce our guest speaker.
Good morning, everyone. Catherine Yvonne King hails from the village of Riverside in St. Patrick's. She attended the Riverside Government School and the St. Patrick's Roman Catholic School. After winning a scholarship, now called CPEA, in the year 1975, she attended McDonald College. As a student, she was an active participant in the Life for Alma Mater and represented the school as an athlete at Intercol from Form 1 to 5. She was also a member of the school ballet dance troupe under the tutorship of Mr. Alistair Cat Phillip, then ballet instructor and teacher. While in Form 5, she served as a school prefect and after-school librarian once per week, and as a member of the Tuck Shop committee on the school's students' council. Working along with other Form 5 students to prepare and sell eats and drinks during the break period. For her graduation ceremony, she was one of the 2 students shortlisted to be the class valedictorian, but had to settle for giving the vote of thanks. In 1981, she became a teacher on the staff of McDonald College and taught for 30 years, during which time she coached the netball team into several unbeaten years of victory, which were later taken up by the coaches Desley Hostin and Vanessa Thomas, respectively. In 2011, she left the walls of McDonald College, a place which she called her home, to take up the principalship at the Grenada Christian Academy, a post she held for 10.5 years until her retirement in 2022. She is a qualified teacher and holds certificates in secondary school education in the teaching of social studies and health and family life education from the University of the West Indies. She is also a graduate of the University of the West Indies with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Educational Administration with first-class honors, as well as a graduate from the Weldon University with a Master of Science degree in Educational Leadership and Administration with a sum cum laude honors. Ms. King has been married for 35 years to her husband. Presently, she is retired after 40 years, 6 months as an educator. Her fulfillment presently is working alongside with her husband, Bishop Dave King, as an administrator of the Riverside Pentecostal Church. Her inspiration is Philippians 4:13, which says, "I can do all things through Christ which strengtheneth me." Her dream is to see every child succeed in his or her educational pursuit. Please, everyone, help me to welcome Mrs. Catherine King to the podium.
A good education is the foundation for a better future. Elizabeth Warren. Reverend Osbert James, Schools Manager. Reverend Nigel Lindsay, Presbyterian Church. Members of the District 2 team, Mr. Carl Andel, Principal, Acting Principal. Members of the Central Board of Education, former Principal, Mr. James Alexander. Mrs. Norma Belfon, Alumni Association, New York Chapter. Specially invited guests, members of the PTA Executive, teachers, other members of staff, parents and guardians, graduates, well-wishers, a special good morning to you. I want to express my gratitude and appreciation to the principal, staff, and the graduating class of 2023 for bestowing upon me the honor to do this special speech. Thank you for the confidence that you do have in me. 60 years ago, ladies and gentlemen, this noble institution gave birth. 60 years is a major milestone for any organization or individual, and even some cultures as well. In China, for example, someone who has arrived at the age of 60 is considered to have completed a full life circle. The 60th birthday is commemorated with such great extravagance because following the 60th year, the person celebrates a new life. The focal point in your graduation theme says, embracing 60 years of quality education. May I say to you, ladies and gentlemen, that no school's motto is more appropriate for its location and achievements over the years. Saltando alter petimus. From the land of the leapers, we seek high things. From the inception of McDonald College, it has always embraced quality education. 60 years and going strong. It continues to embrace quality education. I believe that the first 27 students who graced the walls of McDonald College, along with their first principal, Dr. Wellington Friday, and the few teachers I was told, there were 3 teachers. I believe that they had a dream that one day they will look back and reflect on the exploits of this noble institution. I believe that the pioneers of McDonald College, some of whom, or if not all, have gone to the great beyond, will not be surprised at its achievement after 60 years. I believe that all of the past principals, and we have one sitting right here, were convinced that they were leading a great institution that will no doubt produce great citizens. Let me say congratulations to McDonald College. And can I ask you to put your hands together for McDonald College? As an MDC alumni, ladies and gentlemen, please permit me to brag a bit to the graduating class of 2023 that quality education has always emanated and still does from the walls of this noble institution, McDonald College. The question here is, what is quality education? For some individuals, it is purely great teachers and high academic performances by students? Well, as past and present students of McDonald College, we can also boast about that. We can boast about great teachers. We can also boast about high academic performances. But for us here at MDC, quality education is more than that. It is catering for the all-round development of our students. Happy am I to say to you, graduating class of 2023, that over the years, McDonald College has always catered for the all-round development of its students. And I want you, graduating class, to put your hands together for your school, McDonald College. This certainly is quality education, and it deserves to be embraced as you celebrate, reflect, and forge ahead to continued greatness. May I remind you, graduating class, of your theme? And may I ask you, as graduates, can you repeat your theme for us? Come on, graduating class. You can't remember? Okay, we'll excuse you for that. Your theme says, embracing 60 years of quality education, celebrating, reflecting, and forging ahead to continued greatness. May I respectfully at this time ask all past students of McDonald College sitting in the audience or on the outside to please stand and take a bow. It's a proud moment. You are an MDCite. We acknowledge the fact to remain standing. We acknowledge the fact that this, our alma mater, has helped to shape our future. Graduating class of 2023, please have a good look at some of the great men and women that McDonald College has produced. Have a good look at them. May I say to you though, remain standing. May I say to you though, class of 2023, that this is just a drop in the bucket. For there are thousands of other great men and women somewhere in this universe who were educated right here at McDonald College. Thank you very much. Really happy to see you. Graduating class of 2023. While sending out countless scholars in academia, MDC can boast of great sportsmen and women, as well as cultural icons. The fact is that the field is just too wide to be exhaustive. So to fully embrace this quality education that we talk about here today, may I say to you, graduating class, that you must celebrate with pride this maroon and grey tie, this brightly colored maroon skirt and grey pants. You must celebrate with pride. Ladies and gentlemen, the uniform of McDonald College stands above the rest. And can I ask you to put your hands together for that? Graduating class of 2023, you must celebrate the fact that as an MDCite, You are unique, and there is no other secondary school on the island of Grenada like McDonald College. And I have no apologies for that. Of course, I have allegiance to another school, but we are pretty young, Grenada Christian Academy. We're pretty young. Graduating class, you must celebrate that your school is second to none. You must celebrate the fact that we belong to McDonald. You must celebrate the fact that we have evolved and are still evolving. So, we have moved from just a secondary school on the hill to a campus on the hill of Mali Estates. Graduating class of 2023, you must celebrate the fact that McDonald College has produced men and women who have helped to shape the economy and build the nation of Grenada. You must celebrate the fact that we have the best physical environment for teaching and learning. Isn't it breathtaking from McDonald College? It's a fact. And the list can go on and on. Graduating class, why you should celebrate. For some of you here in this graduating class, you may not have liked the fact that you were sent to McDonald College. But your sojourn here for the past 5, 6, or even 7 years has changed your concept of this great institution. May I turn to you parents and say to you, some of you parents may have been mad with the Ministry of Education when your child was placed here at McDonald College. But I'm certain at the end of the sojourn here, that concept has changed. Ladies and gentlemen, graduating class of 2023, as we embrace 60 years of quality education, we must not only celebrate, but we must also reflect on our achievements. Have we achieved?
Yeah.
Graduating class?
Yeah.
Have we achieved?
Yes.
Do you really believe that?
Yes.
Do you know that?
Yes.
We have produced some stalwarts in diverse fields, such as education, medicine and science, sports, art and culture, agriculture, fishing and business, law, engineering and finance, technology, architecture and construction, entrepreneurship, the clergy, and politics, and the list can go on and on and on. All hail this institution, McDonald College, as we celebrate 60 years and we are still growing strong. Class of 2023, I ask you this question. Do you have a legacy of quality education to embrace? Do I hear an answer from you? Yes. So as you celebrate and as you reflect on this quality education, you cannot just stop here. You cannot just stop at celebrating. But I say to you, I urge you therefore to forge ahead to continued greatness. Your principal would have, ladies and gentlemen, spoke of several achievements of McDonald College. And of course, those achievements were not without struggle. I believe from the inception of McDonald College, we have had to struggle for everything that we own. And may I say that to you, those of you in the audience, you may not read it on the newspaper, you may not hear it on the news, but McDonald College has been doing exploits since its inception. So I ask you, graduating class, is there a legacy? Where do you go from here, graduating class? You have been very honest. Thank you. What do you do after you leave the walls of McDonald College? All right, I'm hearing some answers. I beg of you, though, to keep the flag of McDonald College flying very high, because you are ambassadors of McDonald College. Paul writing to Timothy in 1 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 12 says, "Let no man despise thy youth. Be thou an example of the believers in word, in conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith, in purity." May I beg and borrow the words of the Apostle Paul to Timothy. And may I say to you, graduating class of 2023, let no man despise thy youth. Be thou an example to the students of Forms 4, 3, 2, and 1 in your words that you utter, in your conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith, and in purity. As you leave the secured walls of McDonald College, you will be exposed. No longer will teachers be running after you, but you are going to be exposed to the vultures out there in society who will seek to discourage you, who will seek to entice you. I say to you, graduating class of 2023, remember the latter part of your theme, which says, forging ahead to continued greatness. Therefore, I urge you, class of 2023, maintain your focus. Be men and women of substance. Remember, saltando alter petimus. From the land of the leapers, we seek high things. And may I interject here, once you pass through the walls of McDonald College, there is a bit of Carib blood in you. Because we have learned to fight in adversities. As MDCites, we have learned not to give up. And even if everybody else wants to tread upon us, as MDCites, let me say to you, graduating class, don't allow anyone, as you walk up the walls of McDonald College, to tread upon you. I say to you, as you forge ahead to continued greatness, and I want you to listen carefully to me here. Graduates, avoid idleness and laziness. There is a trend after graduation that young men see it fit to go cock up on the block. Graduates of McDonald College, don't fall prey to that. Avoid idleness and laziness. Avoid the "I have arrived" attitude. It is very easy when you walk up the walls of this institution to pat yourself and say, "Well, I have done it. I have arrived, especially when the results come out and you get 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 subjects. You tell yourself, well, I have arrived. May I say to you, graduating class, avoid that. Instead, strive for excellence and greatness. Pursue your dreams and aspirations, graduating class, because the sky is your limit. Make yourselves, your parents, and the school proud. I say to you, graduating class of 2023, remember your alma mater and its teachers. Ever so often, students tend to forget their teachers. As a matter of fact, teachers, staff, sometimes when they see you, they pass you as though they never knew you. I say to you, graduating class, avoid that. Remember your alma mater and your teachers. Graduating class, remember to be kind and polite to everyone and stay focused, stay on track. Do not forget to pray. Seek the face of God. For the Bible says, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. Don't leave God out of your equation. Young ladies, let me challenge you today. It is not a time, and listen carefully, it is not a time to get pregnant because you finish secondary school. So don't make yourself the meat in the market that Tom, Dick, and Harry sample before buying. Keep your dignity as a young lady. There is a trend. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a trend with our secondary school children. As soon as they finish school, the young ladies take it as an opportunity. Well, I can get pregnant. I'm not here saying that anything is wrong with pregnancy. God is the one who gives babies. But if we are going to stay focused, and if you are going to remember your theme, young ladies, do not make yourself the meat in the market that Tom, Dick, and Harry will sample before buying. So keep your dignity as a young lady. Young men, stay away from drugs, including alcohol. Stay away from crime and violence. Maintain your dignity also. I know society generally expects young women or ladies to maintain their dignity. And we say to the men, you can run wild. Young men, I'm saying to you, you can also maintain your dignity. Be a man. As you leave these walls, be a man. Parents, I want to talk to you also, parents. I implore upon you, this is not the time to abandon your commitment to your children. They still need you. Some of them will be moving to TAMCC, SGU, NULO, and some other form of post-secondary education. You need to continue to encourage them as they forge ahead to greatness. Principal and staff, I charge you also that you must continue to forge ahead even when the 60th year of celebration is over. That you must continue to keep the flag of McDonald College flying high. This is a noble institution. This is a great institution, and greatness comes from it. I charge you public also. I've been here for 30 years. So I know the tongue lashing that McDonald College gets. Even when we do good, I know the tongue lashing. But I charge you also, public, to encourage these young men and women. Lend a helping hand to them. You see them falling, help to pick them up. And don't encourage them to do wrong. It is very important that as a society, we understand that these are all our children, and not just the biological children of their fathers and their mothers. But as a society, we have a responsibility to help them. And even as they forge ahead to greatness, we have a responsibility. Class, as you leave these sheltered walls, you are now going to be seen as an adult. The compassion and the pity that society once showed you as a child, in most instances, will not remain. I say to you, as you celebrate, as you embrace 60 years, the sky is your limit. Move up the ladder. Do not settle for 8 and 10 and 11 subjects. Do not settle for 5 and 6 and 7 subjects. What are your dreams? What are your plans as you move ahead? Because you are from a great institution, you know what? We are expecting you to continue the legacy of greatness. When all of us pass off the scene, you are the ones who will be behind. No doubt, some of you might return right here at McDonald College to work. Wherever the path leads you, wherever your feet may go, may I say to you, remember your maroon and gray tie. This is a signature of an MDCite. Remember the maroon skirt and the gray pants. Wherever you go, do not let us down. Wherever you go, hold your heads high and be proud to be called an MDCite. As I close, I leave with you, young men and women, Philippians chapter 4 and verse 13. It says, I can do all things through Christ which strengthens me. Graduating class of 23, parents, principal, staff, present and past students of McDonald College, let us embrace our 60 years of existence. Let us celebrate its style as we reflect on its achievements, for they are many as we forge ahead to continue greatness. I thank you, and Lord bless you.
Thank you very much.
What's going to happen now? grand this song now. Just you know. Biko na.
Of faith in deepest fear, so afraid of failing. If you move on from here, the road ahead is steep, but you're not giving up. 'Cause God's to a brand new place of trust. Take a step of faith. It's time to move. Lay aside your fears and watch what God will do. There's victory ahead. That mountain's not too high. Friend, hold on, 'cause you're about to fly. Higher heights await you beyond what you have dreamed, and they're yours for the taking if you dare to believe. Just leave your fears behind and let God lead the way, 'cause He has gone before you. He's already made the way. Take a step of faith. It's time to move. Lay aside your fears and watch what God will do. There's victory ahead. That mountain's not too high. Friend, hold on, 'cause you're about to climb. You may think you can't go on. It just seems too hard. But put your hand in His. He'll take you to the stars. Take a step of faith. It's time to move. Lay aside your fears and watch what God will do. There's victory ahead. That mountain's not too high.
Because it's quiet.
I think the only voice missing was Mr. Anders. Thank you so much, staff, for that rendition. At this moment, we're going to have a song by the... No, I'm sorry. We're going to have the presentation of diplomats, and we're going to ask Mr. James Alexander to come to do the first class. And we're also going to ask Ms. Andel to come to assist.
Graciously help us. Attention, certificates. Go and give us certificates. Go and give us certificates. We're going to give us certificates.
Kvetching Kiana Daniel, an academically brilliant young lady filled with grace. Kiana quietly glides through the school's campus with her head always held high. The adjective kvetching used to describe her is well suited, as she never misses an opportunity to express complaints, discontent, or displeasure. This year's valedictorian, we look forward to great things from her. Elizabeth Bianca Charles. Roll out the red carpet, as this unpretentious fashion icon never misses an opportunity to strut or to give advice that was not solicited. Bianca's outspokenness will have you believing she can tear down buildings. That is until you see her stature. Then you will know she's not even tall enough to reach the handle of the door in that building. Knowledgeable Kimberly McQueen, a free-spirited individual who leads not only on the track, but also among her peers. Kimberly must be the strongest female athlete in the graduating class, as she alone carried Friday's house on her shoulders all sports season. Jonelle Charles, a well-disciplined young lady who seems to be deep in thought at all times with a fastened smile. Having a bad day? Say no more. Find yourself around Jonelle. Her pleasant temperament will definitely put you at ease. Sensational Chanel Sylvester, a well-mannered and poised young lady with a bright future ahead. Chanel is usually in a world of her own. Monday can fall on a Friday, and the entire school can crumble around her, and Chanel would never know. Ambitious Ashley McQueen, a dainty fashionista whose dancing skills will wow you. Ashley displays great confidence not only in her dancing but also in academics. Such a well-rounded young lady with an amazing future ahead. It will have your heart skipping a beat. However, there is no need to fear because she is already spoken for. Genuine Janelle Alexis, a beautiful and respectful young lady who never seems to be bothered about anything. Janelle walks at her own pace and so softly that if she mashes an ant, it won't even feel it.
optimistic Omaya Franklin, a well-poised, gorgeous, and intelligent young lady who has mastered the art of minding her business while knowing everything that occurs around her. Omaya is a former athlete who never misses the opportunity to remind you of her glory days before the injury.
Admirable and Nia Monroe, a footballer with talent beyond her years. Ania must be destined to become a judge, as she can be regularly heard presiding over hearings and giving rulings to cases she knows absolutely nothing about.
Sensational Shermaya David, a pleasant young lady who is always seen with her entourage. Shermaya always carries a warm smile and is ready to make her mark in the world. Ready or not, here she comes.
Zealous Zoe Alexander, an intelligent young lady who to us may be quite reserved, but in the digital space, Zoe is a queen to her TikTok followers. Zoe has a bright future ahead, both in her academics and her dancing. Keep going, my dear. We expect great things.
Marvelous Maya McIntosh, a smart, creative, talented dancer with great body confidence. When Maya dances, she commands the entire room. Watch out for her on Dancing with the Stars, because she will definitely turn the heat up.
Generous Gabrielle Augustine, a diligent student and a passionate artist. With each stroke of the brush, she pours her emotions onto the canvas. While her dedication is undeniable, tears are often the secret ingredient to some of her best creations.
Kind-hearted Kizari Thomas, a determined young woman with a heart of gold. This resilient mindset led her to create an unforgettable moment at our sports day. With immense pride, she gracefully retrieved her ejected ponytail from the field and continued dancing, showcasing a positive spirit that we all know and love.
Easygoing Emma Thompson, a respectful young lady who will never stop trying despite the odds. Emma is the most easygoing student indeed. She don't see, she don't hear, she never meddles.
Ambitious Ardelia Williams. With a tongue as sharp as a dagger, she never misses an opportunity to deliver a cutting remark sprinkled with humor. Engaging in a battle of words with Ardelia will leave you searching for a clever comeback. But if you want to see her speechless, simply remove her glasses. Without those trusty frames, she navigates the world like a blindfolded tightrope walker.
Scrupulous Shadella Mathura, a quiet, determined young lady with doves of peace on her shoulders. However, she sent shockwaves through the entire school when she signed up for the MBC 60th anniversary cheerleading squad and made the final cut. Who says doves can dance?
Spontaneous Shermaya Stafford, an opinionated young lady who can find a problem for any solution. If we were to record all of Shermaya's complaints, there would be enough to fill all the books in the library and still have some remaining.
Zealous Solitude Nancy, a pleasant student who truly believes the race is not for the fastest, but those who can endure to the very end. She demonstrated this belief during our last sporting season. Although she was one of Friday's most prominent athletes, she is yet to grace the medal podium.
Ethereal Emma Scott, a dedicated and polished young lady with potential more than she knows. Emma has many talents, most of which she refuses to use. She is the only student we know who attends every class of every subject she refuses to do.
Sincere Shalise Phillip, an intelligent student and dedicated sportswoman with a voice of a soulful and experienced songster. Shalise is the darling of this class. Her sweet smile has the ability to wipe away all of your tears.
Thoughtful Thalia Alexander, a sweet and pleasant student who possesses a delicate whisper of a voice. Her soft-spoken nature may leave you wondering if she harbors a fear of her own gentle voice. Thalia seldom engages in conversation, except in the rare moments when her passion for anime ignites, and even rare when she asserts herself, putting those who cross the line in their rightful place.
Appealing Angeli Cyrus, an excellent footballer with an outgoing and bubbly personality. At any time, you can count on Angeli to be a part of dancing, netball, or anything that requires physical activity. This voluptuous young lady is fit and ready to conquer.
Kind-spirited Kelshan Andrew, an excellent sportsman who has a smile that can light up a room. Kelshan, now that you are leaving, we hope that your Alexander House teachers and peers can part ways with you without too much of a tabanka. We look forward to seeing you back your stage to its glory days.
Kaleidoscopic Carino Thomas.
There you go.
A student with a free-spirited nature, unafraid to challenge the norms. Carino's extraordinary talent for sleight of hand hints a potential future as a magician. His nimble fingers move with such finesse that you won't even realize your belongings have disappeared until he's magically encountered you.
Charming Cody McIntosh. Affectionately known as Esmond, Cody is jack of all trades, master of one. Cody seems to have the remarkable gift of being in two places at the same time. 1 minute, you will see him walking through the school campus, and the next minute, working diligently as an employee of the debushing program.
Subtle Simeon Stafford, a respectful, kind-hearted young man who possesses the height of Goliath, the skills of Kobe Bryant, and the heart of a darling. Don't be too carried away by the good physical talent. He seems to have a lot more to offer than he wants to display.
Rambunctious Ramon Ramsey. Ramon, though his name has several letters, it is very easy to be called. Hence, he acquired the moniker Suspect. Even when far away, his reputation precedes him. Despite his absence, he somehow manages to bear the blame for a number of mysterious incidents.
Respectful. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Alexander. We call Mr. Andel. Sorry, we call Dr. James to assist with the presentation of the remaining diplomas.
Oh my God, bad one. Chicken, right? Real good luck. Yeah,
We apologize, Brittany. Brave Brittany. An An excellent cricketer who made any male bowler feel small. Brittany has hopes of receiving West Indies women cricket to the top. Respectful Ryan Chitterman. Sorry, relentless Ryan Chitterman. An incredibly intelligent, well-rounded, handsome young man who has a brilliant future ahead in academics, but not in dancing. At least you would have mastered the most important one, Ryan.
Genuine Garvelle Cummings, a courageous and witty young man who believes he must have the last say always. Garvelle loves to argue so much that when no one is available for him to argue with, he will argue with himself.
Respectful Raoul Olive. A young man who is always on task, very helpful and displays true dedication. In fact, he is so dedicated that he brought a projector to school after exams to ensure he and his pals play Call of Duty and FIFA games all day Kind Kelman Alexander, a smart student who is always willing and possesses a genuine smile.
Simple Shondell St. Louis. A really cool, silly, quiet young man who doesn't seem to know his left foot from his right foot. His dance move on the stage may throw you off, but on the dance floor, it will turn you up. The next trending dance challenge will be from you, Shondell.
Responsible Rashid Alexander. A good-looking chap who is set in his own ways. It appears that no one can get Rashid to do what he wants unless it's Mrs. Cricket. His enthusiasm and self-efficacy for the sport has the ability to break all preconceived notions about it. Watch out, world. A new Brian Lara is a trinity.
Zippy Zedon Lowy. Affectionately named Superman by Miss Dates, Zedon is a friendly and outgoing young man with an endless repertoire of tales and keep friends entertained. He is the student who nearly escaped school who nearly escaped school, except for one unforgettable incident in the Form 1 building where they found a piece of paper which was discovered by Miss Lewis.
Where's Ziggy going? Zippy!
Delightful Dejour Regis, a young man of slow speech who is a known sly fox. Dejour is the Donald Trump of this class. He always has the most outrageous excuses for every wrong that he does.
Record for me.
Dapper Dandre Mitchell. A handsome young man who believes that all of his shortfalls can be justified by his dedication to football training. He never misses an opportunity to sleep in class. That is unless his favorite topic is being discussed, the human reproductive system.
Talented Tafarai Monroe. Tafarai has a plaster for every sore. You can always count on him to use his mouthpiece when trying to strike fear into the hearts of his opponents. But when it really comes down to it, Tafara is all bark and no bite.
Amicable Dante Parian, a gentle and introspective young man who seems to always have his head in the clouds. This is no mere metaphor, as Adante's fascination with airplanes is unmatched. If you ever find yourself missing his presence, rest assured, he'll be down at Morris Bishop International Airport, fixated on his cherished machines.
Authentic Amari Douglas, a charismatic and astute student who possesses all the right ingredients to be a stellar head boy, and he knows it. In fact, he never misses a chance to flash his badge to any and everyone he encounters. Amari's service to the school community is matched only by his devotion to the beloved game, cricket.
Joyful Jamal Charles, a determined young man who firmly believes he already knows everything related to every subject area, and he's only coming to school to let us know what he knows. Jamal will speak with such authority, even argue with his teachers, only to be shown at the end how he's absolutely wrong.
Tremendous Tyrell McLeish. This young man has been a driver since his primary school days. We believe Tyrell can be an excellent mechanic, but since he's always the only boy in the company of the girls, he may hire an all-female contingent to work at his shop.
Kent Keon Smart, Mr. Pretty Boy himself. He lives up to his surname only when it comes to outsmarting the ladies. His quiet disposition may have you fooled, but if you are to hear him in a conversation with one of the girls, you'll be truly amazed.
Dedicated DeAndre Richardson, an avid football player who affectionately gave the name Neymar as a result of his love for the game. We hope to be hearing great news from you always, both and off the football field.
Simplistic Suidon ATM, an amicable student who is known for his determination and unwavering competitive spirit. He strives to be the best in all that he does. According to his friends, the only thing brighter than Suidon's future is the light coming off his expansive forehead
Attractive Ajani Alexander, a cool young man with a friendly disposition who is always looking for some way to bend the rules. AJ will listen to all of your instructions, nod in agreement, and agree with you every step of the way, but as you turn your back, he does the direct opposite.
Justifiable J.D. Isaac, a reserved young man who has dreams of joining the army someday. By himself and amongst his girls, he is cooler than a sea breeze. But just don't fret him. He is the definition of silent but deadly.
Bubbly Burnell James, a quiet, handsome young man who believes he is the most popular guy among the ladies. Once there are ladies within his vicinity, he finds them and attempts to chat them up. Most of the times with little success.
Now they do it what? We need to talk.
Judicious one, Johnny. A pleasant student who always seeks to do what is expected of him. If one was present during the days of slavery and his entire plantation revolted, he would be the only one left doing his duties without complaints.
Slavery.
Marvelous Malik here, a reserved student who would have a successful career as a member of the King's Guard. Malik is so stiff, he would have no problem standing in front of Buckingham's Palace for hours. Lucky Leston Henry, an easygoing young man who is always looking for the easy way out. He is the only person we know who gets tired by doing absolutely nothing. Kingsley Kerdeem Thomas. In a world filled with mischief and mayhem, Kerdeem stands as a shining beacon of innocence. Throughout his school journey, he managed to defy the odds, never once finding himself in any trouble.
Well done. I know that they don't say the right thing, but what will it? Let's see how extension. You'll see that. Robin. Let's see that. Robin. There you go.
Likeable Lennon McBean. An unassuming young man with a great smile who doesn't need much company. Getting Lennon to speak outside of his friend circle is as difficult as getting the honorable opposition leader to resign from his position in the NLP.
Keane Kieran Francis, a respectable gentleman who has mastered the art of staying in his own lane. Kieran will either become a brilliant computer technician or a meteorologist, as this young man will never be seen without his laptop or his sun hat, which he wears with immense pride.
Squeezing.
Thriving Tariq Joseph. Known his close friends as Belly. Tariq ensures the hustle is always his priority, even sometimes at the cost of his schoolwork, but never basketball. A retired singer he is. Let's hope he comes out of retirement soon and bless the hearts of many with his melodious voice.
Amusing Adriel Lynch, a respectful and intelligent young man who is seemingly quiet to the public, but to the ladies, he's the girls and sugar. His coy personality is detectable, and so is his smashing smile.
Watch all the
Clever Cody Cato, a dedicated basketballer who must be destined to become a DJ. Cody can always be seen brandishing a Bluetooth speaker, providing unwanted entertainment on the school's compound. But don't you dare reprimand him for this. The look he will give you alone will have you running with your tail between your legs.
Joyous Jamil Franklin, a quiet young man who has never visited the principal's office except for updates on his favorite sport, basketball. Jamil never missed a graduation practice. In fact, he is the only student who came to graduation practice when there was none. Thank you very much, Dr. James.
Mess up, man. What? Mess up. Mess up, man. That one for your father, like one for more. Down here, for your father. Down here, for your mother.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, can you put your hands together for the graduates? We have just received.
Hello. Hello.
And now we invite the graduates to do a song, My Wish.